This is the MOBC, My Own Boxing Community. Please like, share, and subscribe.
I think we use the term duck very, very loosely. That word is thrown around so much. And at the end of the day, is it really the boxer that's ducking? Or is it the business side of boxing? Now, I get it. A lot of people want Boots to go up in 154 and go straight to the wolves, right? Right? Crawford did it. He went straight to the wolves. Fought a guy with 10 professional fights. 10 professional fights. I'll say it one more time. 10 professional fights. And he struggled. No matter how you want to say it, no matter how you want to break down that fight, no matter how many highlight reels you want to put of Crawford's successful moments, he struggled in that fight. He won, but he struggled. You understand? But to his defense, he was the undisputed champion at 147. So he's supposed to, I guess you could make an argument, go up there and fight the champion that no one knows, the champion with the least amount of fights, the champion that's the least active. And he struggled. Don't tell me that he didn't struggle. Here we have Boots Ennis, who everyone is so upset that he's going to have one or two tune-ups. If I'm managing not me, let me say you, the audience, the critics out there. If you're managing a fighter who is having a hard time making 147, who couldn't get the fights that he wanted to get at 147, right? If this is his first time going into 154, do you put him in there with Fondura? Do you put him in there with Vergil Ortiz? Do you put him in there with a Madrimov or a Lubin or a Boachuk or a Xander Zayas? Is that what you really do? Or do you try to get him acclimated into that weight class as a promoter should do, as a management team should do, so that he could get acclimated into that weight class? Huh? We use this term ducking so loosely, but we're just going to forget that Vergil Ortiz, quote unquote, had some condition, mind you, a condition that I believe was caused by draining himself at 147 3 times. He had to turn down a Stanionis fight. The guy that Boots stopped. The guy that people said Boots wasn't trying to fight. He stopped him. And this isn't a video about me being a Boots fanboy. This isn't about me glazing Boots, because I could care less what Boots do. I'm here for boxing, and I'm just calling a spade a spade. And I do remember Roberto Duran didn't go straight to Sugar Ray Leonard when he moved to 147. He had a couple of tune-ups. I don't want to hear that. And then he fought, I can't remember because I can't off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I do believe that he didn't go straight to Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think in between that fight, the best fight that he had moving up to 147 before he faced Sugar Ray Leonard was Carlos Palomino. But before that fight, he had some tune-ups. I don't want to hear this nonsense about, a fighter should just move up and wait. Yes, sometimes it happens. Devin Haney did it. He did it when he fought Prograis. But how good was Prograis? How many wars was Prograis in his prime? And did he not weigh 165 pounds on fight night? See, there's stipulations all the time when it comes to moving up in weight. You got to do it accordingly. Huh? I'm not sure if Boots is just ducking smoke immediately at 154. He just announced that he moved up there. So he technically hasn't had a fight yet to say that he's a 154 pounder until he actually goes in there and have a fight. But since we on the subject of ducking, now who is wrong in this situation? Look at the thumbnail. See, it'll depend on who you're a fan of. Right? Ortiz is the WBC interim champion. Makes him the mandatory for Fondura's WBC strap. So who is wrong? Is it the WBC organization not making sure the mandatory gets his shot at Fondura? Or is it Fondura saying, I'm going to duck him and I'm just going to go fight Keith Thurman or Earl Spence? Is that what's going on? Is it Fondura or is it WBC? Or is it the WBC saying, no. We're going to have Vergil Ortiz fight Erickson Lubin, defend his title there. And if Lubin wins, will he get a rematch with Fondura? Or is it Vergil Ortiz not trying to activate his mandatory? Or is it Golden Boy not trying to go to WBC and go to PBC and demand that he fights, get his shot, because he's the mandatory at Fondura? Huh? Or is it the WBC being greedy so they can have sanction fee after sanction fee and never let these two dudes unify? Stop using the word duck so loosely. It's not that simple. Boots can't just go up in weight and make a fight. It's not that simple. I'm sure Boots want to fight these guys up there, and I'm sure they want to fight Boots. But contrary to what you believe, just as much as Ortiz and Fondura and Boychuk and the rest of them may be a risk for Boots, don't think that they don't think the same with Boots coming up there at 154. And if he looks anything spectacular at 154, best believe it's going to be hard for him to get a fight up there. Because it ain't always the boxer. It's the business side of the boxing that don't want to risk their investment. And their investment is the boxer. We use this term duck all the time. But the minute that I say Usyk is ducking Itama Tua, here comes the same excuses that I'm saying in this video right now, except for me saying that, oh, he did everything in the boxing. Usyk did everything. He beat every heavyweight that he needs to beat. Last time I checked, Dubois, Fury, and AJ ain't the only heavyweights boxing and active right now. Especially that silly comment that fool left talking about Usyk beat all the UK fighters. No, he didn't. You did not beat all the UK heavyweights. Okay? So Boots is not just ducking the smoke at 154. When your fighter is moving up, you have to handle them accordingly. You have to get them acclimated accordingly. That's how it works. Do you understand? That's how it works. Sure, fighters have moved up and went straight to the smoke. Happens all the time. But more fighters moved up in weight and fought tune-ups first. It's happened a lot, plenty of times. Sometimes fighters move up and don't even fight a fighter or true fighter in that weight class. Manny Pacquiao fought a welterweight at 154. Huh? That's a whole nother topic where fighters move up in weight and just fight another guy who moved up with them. Huh? So we're not going to do that. Because we just saw that with Garcia and Rolly. Huh? Those weren't two welterweights. So let's stop the blaming and the crying and the complaining. It's not always the boxer that's ducking. It's not always the boxer.